And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Rise of Industry. Alright, now we need... I think we have enough for another dye. Yeah, we see this. The berries are full, the water is full. Berries are full, waters are full. And we have excess berries in our berry plantation. So I think we can do another dye factory over here. So, put that there. You are going to produce dye. Okay, now let's deliver. We got lots of water here, so that's cocoa. Got so much here. How about you? Where are you going? You're all three maxed out. You could do another destination. So textile factory 11. You're going to get 2 trucks. And then you also textile factory 11, 2 trucks. Then you deliver to Charlton hardware store. We don't need any more than 2 trucks there. Okay, dye is in process. We have tons of cocoa and sugarcane available. These are all full, pretty much. I mean, they're so full they're not even producing much anymore. So we need another way. We need another deposit, because these are... The town is growing 68,000, and we started this at 18,000. So we've got almost 50,000 more people. And has that affected... Yeah, see, it hasn't really affected the demand quite yet, unfortunately. So we have a lot of excess cocoa and sugarcane over here. We could deliver some to this farmer's market. We have sugar, and we have grapes. Can we... See, I don't think... Yeah, we're not producing grapes over here. I thought we were producing grapes. We're producing berries, not grapes. So we could send some sugar this way. But having just a few in there wouldn't really help us very much. I mean, it wouldn't grow the city very fast, just feeding it sugar. Just dumping sugar in it. They could have eggs, and I have... Let's look at... we have unlocked the livestock farm, and I've also unlocked cows and sheep, so we could start doing that. We have another gathering. I think it's time we start looking at the gas and oil industry. Or copper. Oh, man. Just the decisions are crazy, because these number of R&D points going into these are really high right now. If I'm going to want to get into some of the advanced food, because if we come over here and we look at, let's say, a diner, and we look at some of these, like candied apples, really, really good profit on candied apples. Apples we can do, sugar we can do. The cartons, though, the cartons we can't. That takes cardboard, which takes wood, and we don't have anything invested in the wood industry yet. So I think it's time we unlock that. Ooh, we're almost at points. There it is. So paper mill unlocks paper and cardboard. Unlock that. Because we got a lot of... I've unlocked a lot of the food, but I can't actually make that without the paper mill and without that stuff. So cartons and gift wrapping. So that we're going to need to unlock that as well. And we're going to need, yeah, we're going to need this one if we're going to want to go in. So we've unlocked the lumber yard, which is good. And livestock farm logistics, yeah, there's our other point. So how do we want to do logistics? I really want to try out the warehouse. So let's do collection trucks. +2 collection slots. I want that one. And then I definitely want to do more harvesters on the lumberyard. First, before we dive into that, cartons and gift wrap. Yeah, I thought cartons might be paper and cardboard. I don't think anybody anywhere wants cardboard. I mean, I think that would be construction goods, if anything. So we could do paper. That might be worthwhile. Yeah, paper might be worthwhile. Because that's just a paper mill. That's by default what you get from a paper mill. So let's go down and let's plan on having some lumber down here. Okay, so we're actually back up to 25 million where we started. You know, the profit has really rolled in quickly. Paper mill, no, we want gathering. And, or is it? Yeah, lumberyard, there it is. Huge area. So I want to put this. I'm not sure. I've never built this before, so I'm not sure what we're gonna need. Okay, so like trees. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if, you know, that is ideal, but it is what it is. So lumberyard is going to grab wood every 7.5 days. Very similar to the water siphon. It's gonna bring lumber in really, really fast. Turns wood into things. So we're gonna want back here. This is gonna produce paper. Paper every 15 days, and one of these is going to be able to keep one of these going pretty much full blast. And of course we need water, because why not? More and more water. It's crazy how much water you actually need in this game. Like, that is such a draw. So we're actually able to build 3 of these paper mills. Let's look at a warehouse. We got a really big area on our warehouse. So let's see what this actually does. Warehouse. These are all paper. I think production, yeah, paper and cardboard. We're going to want to switch them over to cardboard as soon as we're going to be able to make cartons. But for now, let's look at this. Gathered goods. Let's look at wood. How many trucks do we have available? We only have 5 trucks available. That's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna just max this out on 5. Okay, and then destinations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very, very similar to the trucking industry, like the trucking depot there. It just can hold a lot more. 750 units. Okay. I thought, you know, I would have thought that this would have had more destinations, but apparently not. So we want wood, and we want factories. Paper mill 1, 2, and 3. Let's set up 2, well, 1 truck apiece. Oh. 1, 2, and 3. And that should be enough to keep that going. Now we need a water siphon. And of course, we have an issue with that. So, gathering? No, farming, gathering. There it is, water siphon. Put this way over here. And then all of these can come around this way, these can come around that way, whichever way they want. Okay, water siphon. Of course, this is going to produce way more water than we actually need at the moment. So we could gather with the warehouse, but I don't think that's really worth it. So let's do logistics. Let's do a truck depot instead. And this gives us, you know, it's pretty much the same sort of thing. And then this destination will be, this will be water for paper. Okay, so water siphon, logistics, water for paper, all of the trucks. 5 is good because we got 5 things, so 5 will deliver, and 5 will deliver. And then here, I want water, water, water. Factories, paper mill 1, 2, and 3. We don't need too many trucks because we're pretty close to everybody. What are the ratios here? 2 water, so maybe 2 on each one of these. And that should keep that running nicely. So these should be pumping. These should be cutting. Do I have a destination? I don't, but that's going to gather. So these should go out and grab the lumber. Yep. Well, it looks like the trucks from the warehouse, maybe. Oh no, just 1 unit. Paper mills are going. Expert maintenance. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Paper is working. Now we need to set up, I think it was construction goods. Yes, construction goods want the paper. Destination, commercial, construction goods. Destination. There we go. Paper is on its way. Pretty good amount of money for that. And wants 6 per week. We could really ramp this up. I kind of want to wait till the lumber mill is maxed out. we doing on water over here? So basically we're getting a paper every 5 days. So we're basically giving one a week, roughly. Yeah, they were still, I don't know, you know, bloated. I'm not sure if that's like a bad thing. And it seems like it's a good thing, but it might not be. Ooh. We have sand buildup over here. Looks like, yeah, we have all of our glass works now are pumping out glass. That's kind of good. It wasn't was it hardware store that was glass? Yeah. Still getting quite a bit there. Not even close to supplying enough, though. Each one of these takes 15 days to make glass. Yeah, the ratios. You need like a PhD to play this game. Okay. Yeah, I could do a whole lot more glassworks. This is probably full. Yep, 235. It's an impressive amount of sand. Anybody need sand over here? We could. We could deliver sand. 10 per week. I think your destinations are... Oh, no, you're not. Storage? Yeah, see, your storage isn't maxed out. This one is, though. So, I could deliver some sand to the hardware store. Like excess sand. Gastonard hardware store. Little extra going in. Why? 3 trucks assigned. I'm out of trucks. What is that? Month of love. Ooh, what is this? Oh. Wine. Deluxe bedroom price. Haven't produced any alcohol at all. We do have a liquor store. Look at those prices. 271,000. What goes into brandy? Bottles, grapes goes into brandy. 3 grapes. That's kind of nice. I would have to completely redo, almost build a whole different glass setup for the bottles to go into that. I mean, we have enough material. We might have enough sand. We could do a warehouse which pulls material rather than pushing it, which would help. But of course, you don't have really much storage here. So we're now delivering sand 10 per week. Not really any profit. I mean, look at that, 1,000 for just sand versus 7,000 for glass. It takes 2 sand to make a glass, so that's 2,000 turned into 7,000 in time. Fabric we're doing pretty good on. The prices have gone down 99%, so that tells me we might want to not buff fabric at all anymore. We're shipping it all out. We're selling everything. And now we're doing paper. And do we have a point? We have a point, but where is that point? Oh yeah, we're a ways away from unlocking cartons. We are in farming, which means I can actually build the bigger farms. And now we've got... Oh, nice. Storage capacity, farm upkeep, nice. Okay, so if we want to start delivering animal goods to this place, Farmer's Market would love meat and eggs and milk, which takes cartons. Oh no, it doesn't. We need wheat though. We don't have wheat. We can't. Oh, we don't have wheat unlocked. We can't do that. We don't have wheat. That's not good. I've spent all of this time without unlocking wheat, and it's a staple in the crafting chain. So we can't actually do any of this without wheat. And let's see, milk. So we would get meat from chickens too. But we'd get a lot more things from cows. We'd also get leather. I'm sure somebody would want leather. Hardware store? No, you don't want leather. Construction goods? No, you don't want leather either. Clothing? Clothing wants finished clothing. Yeah, bookstore. That would be nice. We don't actually have a bookstore, unless one has popped up over here. No, we're still rocking. Still rocking just the two. I'm not sure at what point that actually builds another thing, but we are at 86,000. Still without a bookstore. That's crazy. Fisherman's Pier is just about maxed out. Has this boosted at all? Do we have any more? Okay, so we've bumped up in fish desired. So I'm going to bump up the number of trucks delivering fish. They want a lot of meat and a lot of milk. I'd love to produce those. Still, cocoa and sugar are low. Vegetables are low. Grapes are low. Because these are all maxed out as far as storage. So once I'm able to deliver more, I'll be able to bump those up to make even more money on the same routes. Sugarcane is probably maxed, yeah. So that wastes a little bit of money, you know, the upkeep and everything, but in the long run, I just don't want to deal with it. You shouldn't need a PhD to be able to play a game like this. So how are we doing? We got lots of wood, lots of wood, lots of wood. Still no books. That's so strange. We could grab water. Amazingly, we don't have a surplus of water at the moment. It's all going into paper. Because it uses 2 water apiece. Ooh, we got another point. Where is this one at? I wish it was here. That would be nice. Gathering. It's on gathering. I think I wanted this. 5 harvesters. I think that was my next move. Max those out. How far away? 23 million is the next unlock for that. But that basically is the last thing in this tree here to unlock. So yeah, we got a little bit of time before we can unlock wheat, which is kind of crazy. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that unlock that right away, but there we go. 2 more harvesters. Ready to go. Now I can actually build 2 more paper mills if I really wanted to. Yes, I want to. Paper mill. Okay, so that's paper. So water. Paper mill 3. Water. Paper mill 4. Paper mill 5. I might need another water siphon. That's a lot of water that's demanding right now. And then paper mill 4, paper mill 5. This destination. Paper mill 4. Paper mill 5. Then the destinations for these are the construction goods. And then we don't need a lot of trucks on that. There we go. Now I'm guessing we're going to need more water because, well, maybe not. I mean, how full are these? These are filling up, but they require twice as much water as they do wood. So while the numbers are the same, 7.5 days, 7.5 days, it uses half as much wood as it does water. So I think we're definitely going to need another water siphon here. Three. Oh, of course. 4. That's kind of far away. 5. There we go. Now this goes all to water for paper in logistics. There we go. Now give it 5 minutes and this whole lake will be just drained. Okay. Paper mill is running strong. Construction goods. Getting lots and lots of paper. We've got 5 factories producing paper now. And if we look in this, pretty good on that. Look at that, 23 million points. Getting quite a lot of points though. I mean, the points with an industry and stuff this big, those points go up pretty fast. So I'm not too worried about that. There's still so much to unlock in industry though. Holy cow. There's a lot to unlock here. If I want to do outdoor clothes, which would be a pretty profit margin, I'm going to need rubber, which is petrochemical plant. Unlocks rubber and chemicals. So unlocking this means unlocking that, means unlocking this and that, because rubber requires gas and oil. So I think it does anyway. Recipe book. Factories. Rubber. Yep, gas and oil make rubber. 2 oil, in fact. Still bloated. The population really hasn't changed all that much. I wonder if it's because I'm not, you know, pumping in as many goods anymore. It's kind of stagnated a little bit. I can't really see any analytics involving the city. Yeah, I would like to start, you know, sending in a lot of this material, but I need I need that wheat in order to actually be able to start doing that. All right, well, we set up a new crafting chain. This is awesome. Finally, working on the wood side of things. But that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.